Hey, thanks for joining me. Travis from the Knife Joker. Today coming at you with, well, a new knife, a new model, a new knife company really on the channel here. It's not a brand new to all YouTube channels, but still, new knife company on the market. Not being brand new to knives, though. Kansept. Kansept knives. Just gonna check out really their first model, the Kryo. Check it out here. On the back side, yeah, that Kryo has been referred to before as, well, even by me, I'll admit it, even by me, I did it. I said Cairo, and somebody had written it down as Cairo, and other people rewrote it as Cairo. So, just to straighten things out, once again, the Kansept knives, Kryo, coming at you with really 4 different versions here in front of us. The number 1 version being this, as you can see, titanium. We're calling this the orange peel finish. My hand's a little damp this morning. That gold anodized titanium screws, that black titanium clip, 3D milled clip. More anodized screws there. Some silver colored standoffs on the back. Check this out. This one having stonewash blade coming in. CPM S35VN. And yeah, this being, I said, the number 1 version because, well, they do have kind of complex numbers, but they have a nice name for the knife, which makes it easy to remember, Kryo. But K101A1, the first version. Let's take a bit of a closer look at this blade. You see those 4 jimps, basically, all pretty rounded off. You see that stonewash blade being taken down right there on the edge. No sharp edges on this knife. Can definitely tell you that. It's been gone over. That stonewash has a nice look with the orange peel. But yeah, no sharp edges on this knife. When you check out around this hole, let's see, get a closer shot or a better shot. I'll hold my hand still. You see the chamfering on the edge of these holes. Once again, yeah, no sharp edges on the hole or on the whole knife in general. Just super smooth here as you're operating the knife, whether you're gonna flip it open, if you wanna flick it open. Pretty easy access anywhere in this whole area. Of course, we're gonna fail on camera as I'm trying to watch through the camera. But yeah, easily flickable knife if I don't watch the camera. And, well, didn't really take pieces of my nail off, like, well, if you watch the channel. I do love Spyderco, but a lot of times, your spider flick your knife open. Oh, it's so hard to do on camera. A little piece of my nail will fly down, and then I'll move it. Maybe you've seen that in other videos. Done it quite a few times here. Let's see. If I'm not watching the camera, is it easy to flick open? Maybe not. It depends. Pretty hard on camera. Well, another way, really, to just open it would be to just kind of pinch open it. not tell you every single way to open the knife. Sure, there's other ways, but pretty easy right there. I think that is one of the ways to open the knife, and well, with the mini Kryo, they have a non-flipper version, and that is basically the way you can open the knife. Check out this handle a little bit more. Just the handle shape in general being, well, let's check it out on my large size hand. Pretty darn comfortable to me. Maybe a small hot spot right here on the, I guess, making that first finger area. A small hot spot. But overall, I'm a double take on the knife. Kind of that single guard, and then the secondary cutout area, it's more like a two finger, not really two finger, but just looks different to me. And I was thinking about it. Adding that second layer, it makes it look more interesting, but also makes it more ergonomic kind of when you're coming around. Makes the knife a little bit thinner. Check out the centering on that. Kansept knives. Well, might as well look at another version. I brought them all four versions out here. This one being, well, let's check it out. Let's just look. Number 2, K101A2. That black version. They did a good job with the black. I mean, check it out. I'm not sure how they do that black. It's PVD or DL? No. It's just anodized. I don't know how they do it. Once again, the exact same knife. Chamfered blade hole. Blue clip with blue screws. Once again, silver standoffs. And that same blade. Well, you can see I failed on that one. I was just handling this knife for 6 minutes, and now I failed on this one. I mean, you can hear this one. It's a beast, the detent-wise. Launches out, just boom. I don't think we had that sound on the first knife. Just saying. Once again, you can see that black blade, I think a little oil right there. These dudes come with a little oil around the pivot. Sometimes the oil gets here and there. Oh, see that oil creeping down the blade right there. So maybe a little too much oil out the gate, or maybe just the right amount. I can't really say, but you can clean up a little bit of that extra oil before you go on YouTube camera. No, just to keep it clean. So again, I'm not sure how they're doing that black finish there on the blade, but overall looks pretty nice. There it is once again in my large size hand, and has that thick area. I'll lay your hand there. The jimping. Oh yeah, if you lay hard into it, definitely probably will work. Although it's not super sharp, which is probably nice in and out of the pocket. Just rounded off enough, I think. Did I say there's no sharp edges on this knife? Did probably say that about 10 times, although this edge being super consistent, you know, I haven't gone out and used these knives. I like to do introductions. I like to show the knives right out of the box. Funny, I got a negative comment on, well, negative comment. I got a comment on the last video, and well, one of the last videos. He said, why would you show the knife if you haven't used it? That's fine. I like to do the introductions right out of the box. Just show them right out of the box. Here's another version of the Kryo. This one being actually a knife drover exclusive, because as you can see, we have those black standoffs there. Some black hardware. Once again, the black clip and a black pivot. So this being the Kryo all black, I find this exclusively at the Knife Joker. Pretty much the same knife, just a combination of black hardware and so forth. Let's check the detail on this one. This one really just, well, it's all coming out of my mouth here on camera, but this one seems about normal to me. You know, maybe the first detail was a hair light, the second detail a hair strong. This one seems pretty normal to me. I'll say normal. But they do seem to vary a little bit out of the box. Probably all within spec, but there's some variance there. You see that steel lock bar insert, giving you just solid lockup over time. Steel on steel here. 45%. This one. And look at these other ones. Just gonna backtrack and, oh yeah, super detent. That's right about the 45% too. Same, almost. Let me check this last one. Not too bad at detent at all, really. Can't say it was weak. Almost the exact same lockup, right around 50%. Check out this one more version. This one being a little different in the blade there. Little Tonto tip. Same body, same Kryo body, although this one being the bead blast handle. So giving you at least 3 different finishes here. Satin screws. Satin. Silver. What I call them a minute ago. Standoffs. And that blue clip. So again, that stonewash blade, you see it there sparkling behind the bead blast titanium. Even on the flipper tab. Well, they do a good job with that stonewash. Oh, that one sounded, I don't know if I was pumped up or, oh yeah, this one's got a strong detent. Definitely more pressure here. And let's hear this one. Sounds pretty real. Oh, that stonewash blade. Yeah, it's a lot of stonewash, maybe not too much because they give you that bead blast, just enough sparkle. Oh, it's pretty smooth. We'd say maybe the centering off just a little bit on this one. Come once again. Doing these right out of the box before use. Yeah, just a hair off on that centering on that one. Oh, strong detent, which I like a strong detent. Normally, it's just funny when you handle one and then the next at that, you hear the detent even pop. When I open it here, there's no way that knife's coming open by itself, ever. But you can still 2-finger open it if you don't want to flip it. You know, you're watching TV on the couch. Of course, you're just going da 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 da. But if you're there on the bench, say you need to just slice your apple open on the bench in public, you know, you could do the little, not quite as loud, not quite as crazy sounding. Anyway, let's check out that tip. This one being the Tonto version of the Kryo. Of course, I like the large knives. They did have the mini Kryo. Just to point that out, here it is. They have the non-flipper and, well, we have the 2 flipper versions here in front of us. And, oh, well, they'll look, handle these knives. Super strong detent on that last one. And then went to this one. I just have to push a little harder. This one's got a little bit of a weaker detent. We'll say, you know, they vary a little bit out of the box. So course, if you're handling this knife only, you're just gonna flip it, get used to it real quick. Check out that mini Kryo. Of course, I never said 3.58 inch, just over 3.5 inch blade, and these being 2.9, just under 3 inch. Got that one, and this mini Kryo here. Like I said, coming with a little oil around the pivot there. Check out that mini Kryo. And this mini Kryo bringing a new thing to Kansept knife. You see that stone wash, but then they have the satin grind blade. Of course, I didn't dust this off at all. Let's see what happens if I dust it off a little bit. Oh, I put more dust on it. That's what happens. But I'm not picking it up too well on camera here. I had this out of the box for a minute. Pretty nice looking grinds on there, if I don't say so myself. If I can hold steady enough. Look at that edge. Look at all the dust I put on that. What we can look at. But edge grind being super consistent. And then the satin grind itself. I don't know if I can hold this steady enough. So dirty. I don't know why I keep showing it. Hopefully showed the grind a little bit. Like I said, I was a little impressed with it before I looked at it in this lighting with my dust on there. But yeah, mixing it up, giving another version to the Kryo lineup. The orange peel, the blue, black, bead blast, Tonto. I didn't bring out the non-flipper versions, but we have some non-flipper versions as well. Another thing that might be cool to look at, as I just finally said, these are actually 3.5 inch would be maybe just a side-by-side with another knife, like maybe the Shaman. You'll see a little comparison on sizing. That Shaman being a hair bigger on the handle, but I think almost the exact same size blade, truly. That Kryo probably being a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller in the handle. Maybe bring out this Mannix. Another Kryo maybe being a hair bigger than the Mannix, a hair smaller in the handle though. The blade probably just a hair longer. Some black knives there. And you can see that Kryo just a little bit bigger than the Mannix in the blade, but not in the handle. One thing I never did point out on this Kryo, you see that lock bar, it does stick down below the front handle scale, so when you're going to unlock that, pretty much don't have to look around for it. You could just reach in and just bang it out right there. You see it sticks down in. Once again, not too many sharp edges on this knife, except for that one right there. Not sharp at all in here. Easy to get to that unlock. Kansept. Yeah, pretty impressed overall. I mean, here's that box. I'm going to just show you the packaging real quick. I'm going to show you the packaging. I mean, this is what you're getting into when you get the knife. Ba-boom. I'm going to tell you what it is right there. This is that Tonto version. Slide that off and, well, I can see, I mean, right out the gate, I was pretty impressed with the packaging. I don't know what this is, so get this out. All right, cleaning cloth. That's nice cleaning cloth. Just a little wrinkle coming out of the package. That's not a problem. Check out that logo there. Just light blue. And then a little more paperwork here. If there's a description about the knife or anything in there. Looks like really just some warranty information about the knife. That'd be neat if they put something about each knife. Maybe the design or the materials right there. But yeah, that would be a different print for every single knife. So, or every model. That would be. But still, this is not bad. Not bad at all. This, to go over the packaging. Like I said, it's a new company, really. And well, I had the Kryo before from. Did I say Kryo? Kryo? Oh, that's. I did have a Kryo from Blade Show before. Just still continuing with that packaging. But it was from just a prototype from Blade Show. Well, from SHOT Show, I should say. Even their little bag has the Kansept logo, and of course they say made in China. I think I'm actually pretty proud of that. There's nothing to be ashamed of at all. So that's the packaging. Just back to some comparisons here. Another side-by-side comparison, maybe. Just throw out this Rat Knives K3. K3 being, yeah, a little bit bigger than the Kryo. You see, a little bit bigger than the Kryo. With some bead blast. Pipe bead blast. I think, overall you're getting a pretty good, price for what you're getting. These Kansept knives maybe being half the price. These Ryot knives, I mean, there is more consistency on the Ryot knife. I have to admit that with just the centering, the detent, the smoothness of them overall, doing the unboxing over and over and over with Ryot knives, the consistency, pretty crazy. Then again, twice the price, isn't it? And, you could look at these finishes of, here's a Ryot knife, black knife finish. And, here's that Kansept knives finish. Both nice. Just a hair different when you look at these. Which do I prefer? Or they're both pretty nice. Once again, the Ryot knives one being maybe almost twice the price of the Kansept knives. So these coming in around $199, and of course, this one is it's $398. Nothing against that either. You get exactly what you're paying for it, and that's my whole point. These 2.9-inch mini Kryos are $149, and I mean that's really a great knife for $149 in my opinion. Yeah, pretty nice. So hopefully overall get a nice little introduction to possibly a new company to you. I'm not the first person to do the introduction or the use video of the Kryo. If you do like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Come out with some more pertinent videos to what's coming out in the knife world. And if you want to see more about the Kryo, Kansept knives in general, or possibly the mini Kryo, please visit thenifejoker.com. And we'll see you next time.